Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Have a good one for you today. And this is something that I've been wanting to cover here for like the last week and a half, just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. So this is going to be about distractions in your environment and why it is that we like to fill in the gaps in our lives sometimes with things that aren't necessarily there. So what I mean by this is if you are not working towards something on the side, there's going to be this weird habit that you start to develop. Okay? And this strange habit it is that you start, at least this doesn't happen to everybody, but it can happen to you, and you'll know right away if this is something that applies to you or not. But whenever you interact with people, whenever you're just doing things out and about throughout the entire day, you're going to notice that you tend to fixate. If you have this kind of personality trait, you're going to fixate on things, and you're going to create this idea in your head of something that is not necessarily there. So here's what I mean by this, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit. But you interact with somebody during the day. Let's say you have a friend that you talk to all the time, okay? Or maybe it's a girl that you're dating, okay? If you have nothing in terms of hobbies on the side or other things that you're doing with other people, and you have less people in your life that you interact with, then there's going to be more pressure naturally that's put on these other people that have been integrated into your life, and you're going to put more importance on those individuals. So whenever they don't react or respond immediately, whenever you're thinking about this individual or you're thinking about this friend and why they're not responding, why they're not texting you back right away, you're going to create scenarios in your head that don't exist. Okay? Or maybe they do exist for some people, but they're not going to exist for everyone. So what we tend to do is, this person hasn't texted me back in 2 days. What are they doing? I've sent 3-4 texts back and forth to my bud. Why is he not responding? Well, depending on the nature of the text, depending on what's going on, he either A, doesn't want to talk to you, he or she doesn't want to talk to you, B, there's something related to financial stress that's going on in their life, or maybe there's another situation that's going on that you just know nothing about. Could be a death of a family member, could be somebody that got injured that they know that they're very close to. So these webs expand in your life, right? So the relationships that you have, these people have relationships with other people as well. And then it just kind of goes out from there and expands. So when you start fixating on these things, you're going to create situations that don't exist. And then you're going to realize that after you've created this situation in your mind and you've gone down this rabbit hole, that the actual original situation that was occurring never existed. But the reason that you did this is because you fixated on it. And the reason that you may have fixated on it is because there's not enough going on in your life on the side. It doesn't mean you have to do productive things with that time, right? All the time, 24/7. But even out your time that you spend with people and when you're being productive, and be efficient when you're being productive so that you can spend more time with other people so that you're not fixating on individuals that you have to make time for. Okay? So if you only have time to spend with your friend group like once or twice a week, but now it's going down to like less than once a week, maybe it's every other week, because you just simply don't have the time anymore because you're not being efficient with how you're being productive, then you're going to fixate on what people are doing when you're not around. You're going to create these situations in your head that don't exist. Okay? Whether it's dating or your friends group. Okay? Or even your family members, if they're off doing things, they didn't invite you on a trip. Don't create situations that exist until you have all the answers. Because if you start creating these situations on your own and fill in the gaps with information that you don't have access to, then you're going to drive yourself crazy. Okay? So just food for thought. Think about that, guys. Don't make a huge deal out of it. It's fine. But I'm going to go into greater detail in some of the future videos that I do. But just a little bit of a life lesson for today. But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.